What's going on, guys? Have a look up there. Welcome back to the channel. It's Fizzer Friday here. Guys, so today's topic is something that I've decided to address after some recent realizations. And it's crazy because it's something you think I would have noticed long ago. But I'm just now really coming to terms with the fact that my Triumph Tiger, which I commute on every day, my big old honking Tiger, I have noticed after a lot of street riding, spirited street riding, because, you know, that's how we roll, that my Tiger literally tips in and performs better in turns than my Fizzer does. And it all comes down to fork design. Now, you guys probably know where I'm going with this. So the FZ6R has conventional forks, right? Now, upside down forks are typically associated with super sports, which the Fizzer is not. And so yes, lo and behold, the Fizzer has conventional forks, and the Tiger, for whatever reason, has upside down forks. And it begs the question, man, how awesome would it be if the Fizzer came with upside down forks? And in the spirit of this conversation, straight away, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a name, a YouTube user by the name of Ride the Six, whom you guys, if you're a subscriber, you may have seen us live stream together and stuff. We did a really long live stream about the R7 when it first came out. You can check that out right here. It was a very you know, spirited conversation, if you will, about how the R7 is partially a disappointment, generally speaking. But anyways, that's not the topic at hand. So I mentioned Ride the Six because he wrecked his Fizzer once upon a time and used the opportunity to swap R6 forks, which of course are upside down forks, onto his Fizzer. Now, unfortunately, Ride the Six does not track his FZ6R, and so I don't really have any kind of a field report to go by. And I don't mean to be all scatterbrained, but what I'm getting at is, what about the prospect of putting R6 forks on Evelyn? Yeah, I don't know. It could be expensive. I don't know. So Ride the Six did an entire series, or at least a couple of videos, on his installation of R6 forks, and it became quite the adventure when he realized that the top tree of the Fizzer would not exactly transplant directly onto R6 forks. It had a lot to do with height restriction, I think, something like that. I'd have to go back and really look at his experience. But being as though that we have clip-ons, I wonder if it would be an easier possibility if, you know, I don't know. By all means, guys, drop a comment down below. Hey, Ride the Six, if you're watching, drop a comment down below. I'm curious as to what you guys think. Honestly, like, for example, there is a specific turn that I take on my way to work every morning, and if you hit it just right, you can dang near drop knee. And consistently tipping into this turn for over 5 years now, for the past almost 3 years, I've been doing it on the Tiger, and I've come to the realization, as stated earlier, just this week, that the Tiger tips in better. It feels better, dude. Like the line that I choose when I take that particular turn is easier to it's easier to attain when I'm on the Tiger. It's hard to describe. The tip-in literally just feels more precise and more effortless. And even on the racetrack, you know, I've done 4 track days now on this machine, and it is kind of a struggle, even with the clip-ons, compared to the Tiger, tipping in the turns. And it's something that has been in the back of my mind, that looking back now, I certainly did take notice of it in the past, and I'm just now coming to terms with all of it and deciding to have a conversation about it. It's really crazy, you know. And I just can't help but wonder how much better the Fizzer would perform on track if it had upside down forks. I really don't know, and I wish Ride the 6 tracked his bike so that we can have a definitive answer. You know what I mean? Like, I wish we had some field reporting that could have been done on how that performs. Now, I think Ride the 6 has had trouble dialing that fork setup in. Now, they're supposed to be fully adjustable, but I don't know that he's been successful in making those adjustments. Something about it not really making a difference despite how much he made those adjustments. I don't know. And again, Ride the 6, please chime in down below with your experience. Buddy, we haven't touched base in quite some time. I'm just curious as to what your latest thoughts are on the upside down fork situation on the Fizzer. And so anyways, he ended up going to a custom machining shop to get a custom top tree fabricated, like CNC machined or whatever, to adapt over to his setup. Now, he does retain the factory bars. So again, I don't know what kind of a difference that would make for us. I'm just curious, man. And it really depends on how expensive it would be. Something tells me it'd be like a few $100. And again, it all goes back to that question of how far are you really willing to go to make a motorcycle something it's really not. Well, I don't know, guys. I'm already neck deep in with the R6 header, the R6 rear sets, what have you. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to identify yet another limitation or a shortcoming of this bike on track, it's going to be its tip-in ability. And I don't know if that would translate to me being a faster rider on the track or not, but the prospect of upside-down forks on an FZ6R for the track application is highly, highly interesting to me. Well, guys, that's all I've got. I've opened the door to the conversation. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. What experience do you have with upside-down forks compared to the Fizzer? Because I certainly know that my Tiger, with its upside-down forks, tips in better than this machine does. So, on your way out, smash the like button and subscribe if you are interested in where this adventure might take us next. As always, this has been me, and that's been you. It's Half Click Up, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, and goodbye.